Hello, my dear listeners. My name is Kishore Ganesh, and before I begin my review of Only Murders in the Building Season 2, this will be one of the last pods of 2022. Maybe, depending on my mood and bandwidth, I'll put out a couple more, but if I can't, then I'll see all of you wonderful people in the new year, where I hope we all get what we deserve and hope for. I'm sending some positive vibes towards y'all and wish you and your loved ones a very, very happy new year. Hope you and also me have a banger of a 2023. And now, without any further ado, here's the review of Only Murders in the Building Season 2, starring Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez, and others. You can catch the show right now on Disney Plus Hotstar. Only Murders begins with the lovable trio getting released from jail that they were temporarily held in following the murder of Bunny. And what follows is a season of trying to clear their name by figuring out who exactly murdered Bunny. Of course, there are plenty of subplots as well, which seek both to build this universe further and add more layers and relationships to the trio's lives. And this is where I think the thrill of the first season gets watered down a bit. The first season was all about pursuing the killer, and everything else was secondary. In this season, it is the opposite. Everything else seems to be happening, and along with that, there is also a mystery to solve. So the drama takes precedence over the mystery, and the comedy also is a bit lesser compared to the previous season. The first season perfectly captured the feel of a mystery podcast, which added to the thrill, and the lack of details regarding the protagonists was a plus in my opinion because I didn't tune in to get invested in the lives of these people. I tuned in to figure out what is their next mission. That said, I wouldn't say the second season is a massive fall off compared to the first. It is still a perfectly decent outing for the trio and the creators. My next season's request to the writers would be to focus on the mystery and maybe New York City, and of course, the comedy. In addition to Short and Steve Martin, you also have Tina Fey in this series. So, comedy should not be the aspect that this series has a dearth of. Make Martin Short do some more screwball gags because he is clearly the best part of the show. And not just that, the secrets of his life seem far more interesting and scandalous to me than Selena Gomez's mopey love affairs or Steve Martin's quest for even more human connections. Not because I'm against the idea of love affairs or human connections, I'm just against the way in which they have been portrayed in this show because they seem to take away more from it rather than add to it. This show has the potential to brighten up people's moods, and Martin Short, Tina Fey, and Steve Martin, if you write him out of his restraints, are the means to that end. In conclusion, Only Murders Season 2 is still absolutely worth a watch because despite it being second best to Season 1, it is still a competent show. And if it plays to its strengths, it is sure to be a fan favorite for many more seasons to come. Once again, my name is Kishore Ganesh. This is the Vocal About Visuals podcast, and thank you, my dear listeners, for your time and for listening. If you like my content, please do consider subscribing on your preferred podcast platforms and on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Podcast Plural. Thank you.